Salute, salute, salute. Yesterday I said I'm going to start putting in a title. They don't care about their kids. That's going to be the title of these videos because I'm going to create a long list of videos for brothers can go to, where brothers can go to and look at these videos and see that. I don't just say that for no reason. They really don't. So the police ran up on her. She works at Walmart. She has a 2-year-old son, I believe. I believe 2 years old. He's in a car while she's working her 8-hour shift. He gets out of the car crying, looking for his mother, and customers noticed and called the police. And that's where we at right now.
What's up, buddy? So what's going on?
So basically, we went on a 15-minute break. I sat him right there on the inside, and they say he just got up and started walking around. So.
You brought him to work with him?
Yeah, because I was going to get off. And I can't leave him alone because he had the hands, mouth, and feet thing. So, and they said it's contagious. You know what hands, mouth, and foot is?
Heard of it.
Yeah, from a daycare.
Okay. How long you been at work today?
Like, since, 11:30?
This morning?
No, tonight.
You've only been here like a half hour?
Yeah.
You've been here a half hour and you already went on a 15-minute break?
Yeah, because I came late. I didn't make it to the meeting because of his hands, mouth, and feet.
Mitra is over there talking with the complainant. So that's the mom. That's her son. I guess she's been here since 11:30 p.m. So she's only been here about a half hour.
She's an overnight worker?
I would assume so. The kid's got hands, mouth, and feet disorder or disease or whatever from a daycare. So she couldn't leave him home, so she brought him to work. But what's not making sense is she just got here at 11:30. She's like, I was on my 15-minute break.
So where was he?
She's like, I left him in like this area, and I guess she was close by, but I'm like, wait, it's 11:30, you've been here a half hour, you already went on a 15-minute break? I don't understand. You got to work at 11.
How about it's 11:30? How come the kid is not in bed? How about that? How about it's 11:30? He shouldn't be out here. It doesn't matter, but the kid should be in bed hours ago.
11:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little after midnight right now.
Like 12.
Okay. So you went on a 15-minute break.
No, I just started my 15-minute break, but I took him so I could go put my cart to the side.
Okay.
And then I came back and they said he was walking, and it was like they didn't even know it was my kid. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they
Because
said
they
they
never-
didn't. They said they didn't know it was your kid.
Yeah.
Did they not know you have your kid here?
No, they didn't know at all. But DJ should have knew this is my child.
Who's DJ?
He said, his uncle.
Is he the? Oh, where's he at?
He's like, I thought that was your child. I'm like, it is my child.
So when you left to put your cart to the side, where were you in proximity to him?
Like right there in the
From 11 to 194.
But he's free. He's in
I got you.
That's why I worry about that.
Okay.
See,
How long's your shift?
like to 7, but I can't stay to 7 like I told my manager. My manager been on this been going on for like 3 days. because it's contagious and he does not sleep. It itches him really bad.
So you don't have anybody at home that can supervise him?
I mean, not
like grandma.
I mean, they will. No, my grandma's a bitch. You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
She's a bitch.
Okay.
So, I mean, I do have somebody watching him, but it's like he wakes up constantly. And
his dad not in the picture?
No, his dad is. But my phone died. I actually was going to call him, but you can't leave off of your shift when you want to just go try to call him.
Who's the associate that found him?
What do you mean he is? Then how come he don't have the child? If he's in the picture. I tell you why. The child is used as a pawn. The child is used as a pawn. So even when it benefits the child to be with the father, you still rather take the child with you. To work overnight. It's not even evening. This is an overnight shift. So what was the kid going to do? What do you expect the kid to do? To sit in the car overnight? Who was coming to pick the child up? Nobody. The grandmother's a B? Why? Why is the grandmother a B? Explain that. And who cares if she's a B? Your child, what's more important, your grandmother being a B or your child being in the Walmart parking lot at night, late at night, where all types of stuff goes on in that parking lot?
Let me see if she's still here. Yeah, grab her.
What next, which one?
One, go ahead. In the car?
Come here, mama.
You can hold your ID back. Hold on to it. Trying to get in the front door?
Yeah, to get inside, so I just took his head and put it to him.
Okay. How long do you think that you, from the time that you saw the baby to when you went?
I felt like a couple seconds.
Okay.
I saw the baby try to get inside, and I just went him to him. That's it.
2500 Egress Bravo 215194.
She was inside.
She was inside working? She was on the other side of the building. For leaving work, and then when you
Yeah,
got in
I
the
was
car,
on break.
and then
Yeah,
okay.
I was on break sitting in my car.
Okay, you on break sitting in your
Yeah.
car? Okay.
I think the baby went this way.
So you didn't know if it was an employee's child, right?
No.
So did the mom come over asking for her child, or how did it happen? How did she know that the child was missing?
I was with the child right here.
Oh, you were standing in the front.
Right here in the front.
Okay.
And one of the cart pushers said, "Oh, I think that's the lady's child that work over here."
You big dummy.
Okay. So she had. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be on your own free will. Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you kind of run me through? Do you usually bring your child to work?
No, I usually don't bring him to work, but
Okay.
I went to Bethesda Memorial because he had
Today?
hands, mouth, and foot like 3 days ago.
Okay.
And he's had hand, mouth, and foot, and I don't want him around my other child because it's very contagious.
Okay.
So with him, I tried to have my sister watch him, but she said he's constantly waking up out of his sleep.
Okay.
So
how
that's just
long
what
was
it
he here
is.
today?
So he was here with me. Was that?
So what that mean? That your sister and I'm telling you, what that's supposed to mean? If he constantly wakes up out of his sleep, so what? Her sister, one of them probably said, nah, she's not doing it. Grandmother was probably okay with it, but a lot of times grandmothers would usually have something to say. Hey, get your life together. She don't want to hear that. So instead of giving the child to the grandmother, she'll call the grandmother a B because she don't want to hear any pushback while receiving help.
His dad just brung him, so he was telling me about a good, not even 10 minutes.
What time did Dad drop?
Or like 11 something, because I came at 11:30.
So Dad dropped him off, and did Dad hand you to him, or did you just drop him off outside?
No, he handed me.
He handed you? Okay. So you brought him inside?
Right now.
Right in the front? Okay. And then what happened after?
You know that didn't happen. The dad dropped the child off knowing that you were working. You know that didn't happen. And I'm going to tell you why that didn't happen.
After that?
He just got up and started walking because I was going on my 15 minutes.
So are you going on break?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he walked away from your side, or what
just
happened?
Walked away from me.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. How long do you think that it was different between when you had custody of
I'm
him
not
to
going custody.
when you had custody of your child
Yeah.
to when you didn't have custody?
Look. She meet custody. I have custody. The dad don't have custody. That's what she thought.
How long do you say?
Custody doesn't
When you
mean
saw the
child
child in your possession,
child
from that-
support. She immediate custody. I have custody.
that time to when you didn't see the child. Do you know how long
Does
the gap
necessarily
time frame?
mean custody. Custody is a word. It's not necessarily delegated to a child. That's what she thought. Custody.
I'm not sure it wasn't that long though.
Okay. All right. So 10 minutes ago, they dropped him off. Okay. You have your ID on you, man?
No, sir.
Huh? What's your first name?
S-H-A.
S-H-A-K-E.
K-E. R-R.
R-R.
I-A.
Did you notice the child was missing?
Actually, I didn't notice he walked out.
Okay. So were you just working and then you just realized like...
No, I was actually pushing my cart to the back to go on my 15 to come back up here. And then I seen him saying, oh, this your child. And then he was like, no, this is her child. I know this is her child. Then he knows this is my child.
Okay. The manager you talking about? Or
No, him right there.
the car dude? Okay. So you didn't realize the child was missing?
I did not realize, no.
You didn't leave him?
Now, why does the cart dude know that's her child? That's what I'm saying. The pops, the father didn't drop it. Why does the cart dude know that's the child? That's her child. Because she's done it before. That's the only way he would know. She's done it before. You work an overnight shift. How would you working an overnight shift, how would anybody know what your child looked like? Think about it, black man. Some of y'all worked overnight before. Some of y'all worked overnight shifts before. Do any of your coworkers know what your children look like if you're not cool with them, if they never been to barbecues with you, if they never been to your home, if they never been anywhere, don't know anything about you besides who you are as a work as an employee? Do they know what your child look like? You know why they don't know what your child look like? Because you don't bring your child to work. You don't bring your children to work. The only way they would know if you bring your children to work. So how would he know? Because you've done this before. And if she done this before, you know she left that child at home. Or the children. She has two children at home by themselves before.
Leaving with nobody or anything like that? Hey, watch them real fast.
I mean, no, because I was right there,
Yeah.
literally in the store.
Okay.
Not too far in the back at all.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. All this was unnecessary.
Well, you gotta understand.
Unnecessary.
Child too.
No, I
So,
understand.
yeah.
That's why I told him I'm glad y'all care for kids, but it's just
Yeah.
like, it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Did she say dramatic? Unnecessary. The child was in a Walmart parking lot late at night. Lucky somebody saw him. You know, the streets are sick. Anybody could have just picked him up, took him. Anything could have happened. And it's unnecessary? Telling y'all, man. Telling y'all.
How long you been working here?
Like,
Just started?
going on, no, like a month.
One down? Okay. Okay.
Did you take this?
Now she's been she's been working there a month. And to think about it, she only been working there a month. And the guy working the carts already know what your child look like, which means you started doing this immediately.
Take pictures of her?
Yeah, I took a picture.
Can we have the kids, because we have to stand, have them stand?
You want to take a picture? Oh, yeah, it's a full body.
1024.
Have them put over here?
Look at me, buddy.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look.
Why am I under arrest?
Hey.
Look at him.
I did not do this.
45.
It's not my fault. Real shit. It's not my fault. He literally, look, but he got out of the
It's
car.
all right. We'll figure it out.
Look, it look.
Are you blaming the kid? Are you blaming the kid? He got out of the car, so it's the child's fault?
You look over there. My car is over there.
So he's in the car by himself?
No, there's somebody in there. Oh my God.
Who's
This is
in the
not
car
my
with you?
fault. My girlfriend.
Okay. Well, I thought you said he was inside with you.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. Because as soon as DJ told me, I came up. Literally, I swear on
So
everything.
when was he in the car
with
then?
He was in the car literally like 10 minutes ago.
So he walked from the car up here.
He had to. That's what I'm saying.
But you said he was inside with you at first.
Yes,
and then
he was
you walked away
inside.
and
No,
then
I
somehow
literally,
he-
you can ask DJ. I literally
Okay.
ran up there.
All right. We'll figure it out, man.
This
Where's
is
your
crazy.
girlfriend at? So we can talk to
there.
them.
But why am I being detained? I want to know because it's not even my fault.
It's
You-
gonna be
you
child-
get-
it's
you're
gonna be
getting
child abuse
arrested.
at this point. 'cause
How?
Baby's two. Baby's two.
But it's not even my fault, bro.
Really? Whose fault is it? It's the kid's fault? It's the child's fault? If y'all see, here's where y'all mess up at. A lot of you brothers mess up at. Y'all will look at her and y'all would look at the wig, the red wig, the edges, the all the wild stuff, that the accessories, and y'all would think, yeah, that's no, man, no. Yeah, that's a clear indication. But it doesn't matter if they're working at Foot Locker or they're head, or they're pharmacists, psychiatrist, social worker. It's a hive mind, man. They don't care about the children. They're only used as pawns. She trying to blame the child.
Then you're sorely mistaken, short bus.
DJ, can you tell him it's not even my fault? Real shit. It's not even my fault. It's crazy. Can you call my child's dad?
Yeah, we'll talk. What's the phone number?
I don't know about heart. Can I at
Okay.
least put my phone on the charger or something, please?
How you don't know the child's dad number by heart? That's the one number you should know by heart. Just in case of an emergency, if you don't have your phone, you can just use somebody else's phone to call. Anyway, let's go.
When
We'll get up there. Yeah, we'll talk to you.
you don't have
Doesn't
anything on
matter.
you, do you? Like in the pockets?
No answer.
Can I call my grandma? Can y'all call somebody to come get my child? Because there's no way y'all should be taking me to jail. This is dead ass wrong.
No, it's not.
What can I ask? Why am I going to jail? Child with my child neglect.
Man was a 2-year-old out. What time is it?
He got out the car with somebody. Can I ask you a question though?
What's up?
If I had somebody watching him and they fell asleep, would I get in trouble?
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay, but when I asked you, when I read you your rights, right, and I asked you, where
But I
was the
didn't want to
child?
be not incompetent for not speaking. I literally work and I'm in college. I cannot afford to go to jail.
Yeah, but what do you mean by you're
But
being
it's-
incompetent?
Because I'm not gonna lie, when I'm under pressure, I get very, very nervous.
all you gotta do is tell the truth.
But then here's the thing, though. It's not my fault. I was in work and I had somebody literally watching him. They fell asleep and he got out the car.
Unfortunately, because you're the mother and you're supposed to be, you're the caregiver
How
for
when
the.
I had somebody watching
You're the
him?
caregiver for.
Now, you know why that's all garbage, what she's saying. But why couldn't they watch whoever it was? Why would they watch the child in the car? How come they can't just watch the child at home? Huh? How about that? Here's my child. Watch my child at my home, not in my car in front of Walmart. What is she talking about? The person could have easily just been at your house watching the child. And if he fell asleep. The child is in the house. The child is in the apartment, wherever she live at. As long as there's an adult in the house, there was nobody in that car. She came to work and kept the kid in the car.
For the child, so you're gonna be
Like I'm
responsible
in college,
no
I
matter
have
what.
to go to school tomorrow.
Unfortunately, that's how it plays out. The cops got called for this situation, and we have to do what we have to do.
But when
okay?
they called me out of that, how? When I had no knowledge.
You're the mother. At the end of the day, you're gonna be held responsible. That's part of being a mother. No
So
matter what
even if
happens,
it's not even my fault.
Yeah.
you're the mother of the child. All right.
So can y'all call my grandma, somebody to get my child,
When
please?
we get up there, you can make your phone calls. Okay.
So who's gonna hold
we
my
have to call
baby?
DCF. We have to call
Why?
DCF.
The
Okay?
baby's gonna be with us over at the station and everything.
Why?
We're
Please
gonna-
take me to jail. Y'all doing me wrong. Y'all doing me so wrong. I've never been to DCF. I've always been in my child's life. I'm in
Yeah.
college. I work for my kids.
I understand that, but we have to do what we have to do, ma'am. All right.
That's
So just sit
crazy.
tight for us, okay?
Oh.
No. It's actually rational. They thinking about the child. They don't care about you going to jail. You go to jail, they call, call Child Protective Services. Somebody needs to intervene and see if this child is being taken care of. You don't care. You don't care. And you know what? Stop having babies that you can't take care of. This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. And this is them. This is what I don't get. You shouldn't have kids if you can't afford them. You can't afford them. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about by themselves, because when they have kids, it's usually have the kids. And when I'm not saying have the kids by themselves, I'm saying they usually end up with the kids, right? Why they end up with the kids? Because they don't want to be under the leadership of the guy that they had the kids with, right? That they had the children with. They immediately break up with the guy after the child is born. You see that every day now. 3-4 months after the child is born, she's back in the streets. She don't want to deal with the dude no more. She don't want to be under his leadership. She wants to see what else is out there. If that's what you want to do, make sure you have enough money to take care of these children, because they're going to need everything now that the father's gone. And since the father's not in the life the way the way the fathers are supposed to be in the life, you take the brunt of that. You decided you didn't want him in the child's life. Therefore, you got to take on certain responsibilities that come with that. Like child care. Oh, if you was with the father will be watching the children while you at work. But you don't want to be with him. Therefore, now it's up to you to manage child care. It's not up to him. It's up to you. It's up to you. You decided that. You see, if you're a young couple and you have children and you don't have money, right? That's fine. That's fine, because you're together. You're going to figure it out. You got a plan. It'll work out, because you got two parents that care about the child, care about each other, that's going to figure it out. They're going to support each other. They're going to get through it. When you decide you don't want to be under his leadership, guess what? That support that you lost, the father, is crucial. It's crucial. You're going to have to make up for his absence.
Message.
And you know what? It's impossible. You know why? Because he's the father. He can never be replaced because he's the biological father. You can get with another dude all you want. You can get with another guy, a simp, whatever you want to call it. He would never be that child's father. And that child would know that. That child is not going to respect him. He's going to understand, wait, this is not really my pops. All that comes into play down the line. You can't replace him because he's the biological father. And you tried to replace him, and now you're going to jail. She's young. I want you to understand, she's young. She's very young. Why are you not with the father? The kid is 2 years old. How old is the other kid at home? They don't even be worth trying to work it out. That's what's crazy. They don't even try to work it out. It's baby mother, baby father. Go straight to that. And that's the rat community. And the children are the ones that got to suffer. They don't care about their kids, man. This is nasty work right here. Don't care about your kid. You got this is one of the worst videos, because I've seen some very terrible videos. We saw videos of the one where you see her in a high-speed chase with the police. You saw that, right? That's one of the nastiest videos. You in a high-speed chase with your child. But this right here is scary. This one right here is very scary, because she left the child in the car in a dark parking lot at night to work overnight. And the child was wandering around in the parking lot crying, looking for his mother. All it takes is one sick individual to see an opportunity to snatch a child, and the child would have been gone in a blink of an eye. And she see nothing wrong with that. she still think it's not her fault. Yeah, the Child Protective Services need to get involved.
You big dummy.